Hey guys, so welcome back to a new weekly reading vlog. It is currently September 1st and I'm about to go off to work at a new store that I've never been to and I'm really excited about it. It's actually located in a mall and I'm kind of nervous, but we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. I'm going to be closing seafood, so that's going to be something that I'm at least kind of used to. I did training in the deli yesterday and I made sandwiches and that went pretty well, but I'm just glad that when I go to the new store for this shift that I'm not going to be in the deli because I'm not quite comfortable enough yet to do that. As far as reading updates go, I've been reading a lot of manga lately. I read a manga called What Life is Like for a Loan Shark or something like that. And it was really cute. It was a one-shot about this loan shark and he goes to collect money from this woman and he meets her daughter and they form a really cute kind of father-daughter relationship. It was about 50 pages. It was really well done. I really enjoyed it. I really like the art style and I hope that the author comes out with some more manga like that. But outside of that, I haven't really been doing a lot of reading other than one-shot manga, and I kind of want to change it up a bit and see if I can get through some more of Snowflower and the Secret Fan today. So I'm gonna go off to work and I'll update you guys a little bit later. Hey, Ko. Oh, he's out like a light. Hey guys, so it is currently Saturday right now and I wanted to give you guys a few updates. I finished reading a manga called Koi wa something or another, and it was actually really good. I'll put the title down below because I can't remember the whole thing. It was in Japanese, so I don't really know how to pronounce it that well anyways. But it was really good. It was really cute. It was a shoujo manga about this girl who meets with her tutor and she ends up falling in love with him, and then 5 years later they re-meet, but he's her teacher and she's like a high school student. So it was really cute. I really enjoyed it. It was a one-shot. It was only about like 40 pages or so, but I would definitely read more from that author. I haven't gotten through any more of Snowflower and the Secret Fan yet, but I really want to change that this weekend. I actually have had today off today and I'm planning on going on a date, but I was thinking after the date I might go and try and finish that chapter in Snowflower and the Secret Fan where Snowflower basically drops like a giant emotional bombshell on Lily, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody that's like wanting to read the book or anything, but it's a big deal what Snowflower does to Lily and how she puts their relationship at risk is, I guess, how I'll say it. So their relationship becomes very odd and I'm excited to see how that plays out as they get older and as they get married. But for right now, I don't have any more updates on that book. I still am working my way through Everything is an Emergency, but again, I haven't picked that up lately just because I've been more interested in manga lately. I've also started reading a manga called Komi Can't Communicate and I've really been enjoying that. I've already started the intro on it and I want to start reading the actual first volume of it because I enjoyed it so much. So Komi Can't Communicate is about this girl and she has social anxiety, and this boy has this really in-tune ability to understand how other people feel, and so he's noticing that she has social anxiety and he tries to meet with her every week and help her out with it. So I'm really excited about it. I could totally relate to the manga and I really want to continue reading that as well. But for right now, I think I'm gonna go to the docks with my husband and we're gonna go out for Mexican food and I'll try and get some interesting footage for y'all. wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. It's Labor Day, and Braden and I woke up today and we went to Lowe's and we got a bunch of different pots and we got some seeds, which is the footage that I showed you guys before. I think that since it's cooled down a little bit, we're gonna go outside and try and plant some of the seeds. So I'm really excited about that. As far as my reading goes, I've been picking up Everything is an Emergency, and it's actually been really good. He's in the part of the book right now where he's in college and he's really struggling with his OCD, and so what's happening is he's going out and he's partying a lot and he's using a lot of drugs, and so the story is ultimately leading up to his rock bottom. And that's not like a spoiler or anything. I read that in the beginning flap or the summary of the book. So you can kind of tell that that's the road that it's going down, and that at some point he's gonna have his rock bottom pretty soon. We've gone through his childhood, we've gone through his teenage years, and now we're into his college years, and it just seems like it's ramping up the longer that he lets the OCD manifest. So he talks about in some aspects that he doesn't really want to take any drugs for the OCD, and he doesn't really want to go on medication because that scares him, but he is going to therapy during this time period and he's still struggling with it. So even with the cognitive behavioral therapy and even with him going to therapists throughout his entire life, you can tell that he still really needs some kind of medication, which is what I need too. Like, some people's OCD is so bad that they don't have the ability to just live their life off of something. They need to have the missing chemical in their brain that's causing the OCD to begin with. So I just find it really interesting because his story sounds a lot like mine, where my OCD didn't really go down until I started taking Prozac, and you can definitely see that he's following the same behavioral pattern that I did, which kind of makes me empathize with him more, because then I feel like I'm not alone in my decision to take medication, because I know that it's justified since I'm seeing somebody in this memoir go through what I went through. But anyway, that was a really long ramble and a really long way of me saying that I'm enjoying this book, and I think that I'm gonna read some more of it a little bit later. And I think that for right now, I'm gonna go and hang out with Braden, and I'll update you guys a little bit later. There's the pot, and there's the garden soil, and Braden's going to get the seeds. Hey guys, so it is currently Wednesday right now, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Hey guys, so it is currently Wednesday right now, and I have the day off, and I was talking to Braden, and he told me that I needed to go out and look at the broccoli plants. So I'm gonna go out into the yard and see how they're doing real quick. There's our orange tree. He's growing pretty good. I don't think he's getting enough light, which is why he's growing upward like that. But hopefully he'll survive and he'll be good. We'll just have to see. Hey buddy, how we doing? We always have lizards that hang out on our basil plant. And there's the plant. And then over here we have another one. I think this is actually basil, and the one over here is something else that I can't remember the name of. And then over here we have our pineapple plant. And we also have a second one, but I don't really know where Braden transplanted him. We had to move the second one because if you get them too close together, after one of them drops off, then they end up having trouble growing. So I know that he moved it somewhere, but I'm just not entirely sure where yet. Alright, I found the second one. He's over here. They've gotten so much bigger since we pushed them apart. So this guy actually used to be really tiny, and now he's about the same size as the one that's over there, which is incredible to me, and it's insane to me that they can grow as quickly as they do and get as big as quickly as they do. But I guess it's all that Florida humidity.
Deciding to create a beetle. I draw beetles all the time. I'm obsessed with insects. Well, we're gonna do the Sheldon Green. Someone has to take.
My broccoli is growing. I wanted to give you guys a reading update. Between last night and then part of today, I read about 4 chapters in Everything is an Emergency, and I'm really enjoying it. It's going really well. I have about 5 chapters left in it. I only have like a little bit more left, and I'm really hoping on finishing it tonight. I have really just been trying to focus on one book at a time right now, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna finish Everything is an Emergency, but I actually have to get ready and go to work, and then I'll be back at like, I don't know, 9:30 or something, and I'm gonna try and finish it when I get back. But like I said, the book is going really well, and I'm really enjoying it still. It's focusing more on his adulthood at this point in time and how his OCD is manifesting itself as he moves to New York. So that's been really interesting, and it's been interesting to see how the OCD adapts to where he's living and how it changes over time. But I have to actually go to work right now, even though I really want to keep reading, and I'll see you guys when I get back. Hey guys, so it is currently September 11th right now, and I wanted to give you guys an update. This vlog's actually gone on a day longer than I had anticipated because I came home and I realized that I couldn't really do any reading because I had to wake up early for a morning shift. So that morning shift is technically in about like 30 minutes or so. I got up at like 5:30. I'm running off of like 5 hours of sleep right now, and I'm about to go and run seafood. But Braden and I are going to actually do a quick morning date. He went out to Wawa, which is a gas station that's near us, and he's grabbing breakfast and he's grabbing me some coffee. So we're just gonna eat real quick before I run off to work. I can't remember if I told you guys that I read 3 chapters in Everything is an Emergency, but I did. I read 3 chapters and it's really good. He's really starting to realize that he might need to be on medication for OCD, and it's a very interesting process. This memoir is really good, and I can't believe I've taken this long to start reading it and getting through it because it's very relatable, and he explains OCD in a way that I don't think that I could ever really articulate. So really good. I have about 3 chapters left in it, and I want to come home after my shift and finish it off, and then I'll end the vlog after today. So that's what's going on right now. Those are all the updates in my life. I need to show you guys the broccoli because it grew some more, which is incredible. And it's literally only been like 4 days, and it's already got leaves on it, which is insane to me. But anyway, I'll show you guys that when there's daylight out, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so it is currently Sunday right now, and I wanted to give you guys an update. I read a little bit more this morning of Everything is an Emergency, and I'm currently on page 186. I didn't end up finishing it, but I've had a lot going on, so I figure that that's okay. I also have to Oh, Scouty's here. He's Scouty. I also have been having to do some studying for work, and work just in general has been absolutely crazy lately. So I think that that's part of the reason why I haven't really been gravitating towards reading as much. But I'm hoping, well, I know that I'm going to end up finishing it by the end of the month. And I have a few other books on my list that I also want to read as well. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one.